Please honor Mr. Joe Sutter.
We are the Giants, the mighty, mighty Giants. Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are. So we tell them, we are the Giants, mighty, mighty Giants. Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are. So we tell them. That's going to be the best part of my talk. That was a cheer that would start low and go to volumes never reached by jet planes taking off. And it was a symbol, I think, of the pride that we had. I was proud to be a Giant then. I'm proud to be a Giant now. So with that appreciation, I thank all of you who asked me to join this hall. There's also a level of humility when I look at the resumes of all the other inductees. And my congratulations to all of you for so many contributions in your chosen fields of endeavor. Now, it's argued by many about whether genetics or your environment has the most to do with who you become. And I'll let the behavioral psychologists argue that one out. All I know is I had grand slam home run both ways. Grandparents who were hardworking, honest, community-minded people. A father who was my great mentor and later became my great friend. And then there's my mother, who did everything for all of us, all of the time, the glue, the love, and the support. But I've got to complain about her. I now have a Medicare card. I still can't keep up with her. Nor can the other 3 siblings. And I'd like your help. I'll take suggestions, anything that we can do, because this has been a lifelong pattern. And while we're talking about family, my wife Joreen, my girlfriend, my friend girl, who has supported me and loved me and helped me in every way possible. And I can honestly tell you, all of us have worked hard that are going to come up and talk here. And we've had opportunities. I've never heard her complain one time about that extra hour or that extra day I needed to spend somewhere. Always supportive. I want to thank the rest of my family that's here supporting again, my Uncle Jim and my Aunt Ned, Brother David Campbell, my son Eric, and Genevieve, who flew in from Denver and are going to be here less than 24 hours. Thanks so much for making me. On the environmental side, just as fortunate. Marion, back when I was growing up, a bit different. Things change over 50 years, or something's wrong, I think. But it was a bustling community. Manufacturing sector was at its height. A community that supported everyone, especially the youngsters. I can remember as a 9-year-old walking down the hill on West 4th Street to meet my buddy so we could get up to the Marion Coliseum and get up there in time to watch the junior varsity come out of the tunnel and warm up. Wow. In fact, we used to get there so early that sometimes the door was locked. I can remember the volunteers in there. We'd tap on the door and the gentleman opened it up and said, "You boys are here so early, the popcorn's not even ready." So it was a community that thrived on, I think, commonalities. If I can editorialize just a bit, I think there's a lot of that goes a long way in this country and this world today. It seems to me that we emphasize too much our differences and not enough our commonalities. Different people, different religions, different races. But what made it special in Marion is that we were all Marionites and we all came together. And that was reflected in our school system. And we had problems. That was the late 60s, if any of you can recall. But the focus was not on the problems. The focus was on how we overcame those problems, and that was by pulling together and all being giants. Athletically, I think that has been talked about probably too much in some ways, but we had a ton of success. And I had great coaches, great people. Dick Persinger, Bill McCauley, and Jack Colescott, who you may have heard about a time or two. He deserves every bit of it. Had the greatest impact of me on any male figure other than my father. But great academics, you know, the teachers that day in, day out, you know, from horseman all through high school, the people that don't get as much credit as they should get. We had great arts. We had a swing band down there at the Marion Coliseum that was second to none. We had the state champion marching band. We had great drama and plays. And we had great social features. I mean, in Marion, I remember the summer, 3 or 4 nights a week, there was a dance or a sock hop, okay? And bring a can of food to donate to somebody that was lesser privileged. Again, looking out for one another. Again, looking at our commonalities as giants and Marionites. So I want to take just 1 or 2 minutes here to say that I think it's great to know our history and where we come from and the impact that can have. But I think the real focus is on this community now and this school system and the individuals that have worked so hard to take tougher conditions and turn that ship around. And my salute is to them for being able to do that, to come together, to look at the commonalities, to help these kids today as Marion moves forward. Different sets of challenges. Takes the same attitude, the same guts, the same grit. My hat is off for those folks that work in those trenches every day. So I'd like to hear a round of applause for that. So, in conclusion, and since we have some guests here from other cities in the North Central Conference, I would like to recognize again the 8th state championship basketball tied with Muncie Central, but we have more semi-states, so we're number 1 in the
Coach Blackman's here. I saw him here now.
Yeah, and salute James Blackman and his wife both, because I know it takes a team, and worked hard, and we really appreciate your efforts. So this little ditty goes out to you and all the Marion Giants and all the Marion fans, is that 8 was great, 9 will be fine. When we get to 10, we're going to do it again. So in closing, we are the Giants, the mighty Giants. Thanks for having me back. Great to see you.